What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and you love all things cycling, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you've been around for a while and you've been following the channel, you know that this is a cycling YouTube channel, but kind of more than anything, it's a gravel-specific cycling YouTube channel. Most of the people who tune in for the gravel content, and that's the majority of the content that I put out. So I got to thinking about this. Gravel has absolutely blown up recently. You know, there's some people that like to hate on gravel. They're like, oh, gravel is just for the people who couldn't hack it in road racing, or the people that aren't cool enough to mountain bike, or whatever the memes are you see out there. For me, I just love riding my bike on gravel roads. I love racing my bike on gravel roads. So I got to thinking, what are the 10 reasons why someone should sign up for a gravel race? So without further ado, here are my 10 reasons why you should sign up for a gravel bike race. Number 10, you don't need a special bike. That old 26er mountain bike that you see hanging in your garage, that bike will work. That older road bike that can fit a 28C tire, while not ideal, that bike will work. Basically, guys, you can ride any bike on gravel roads. Now, I'm not saying that all bikes are going to be perfect for gravel racing, but most bikes will get the job done. That 28C tire that you've got on that road bike, it will work. Now, if conditions get sloppy, it gets muddy, yeah, that's going to be a little bit tough. But guys, personally, I know a few riders who are really strong riders who just have old school 26er mountain bikes and it gets the job done.
Yes, it's 26. Got it in a garage sale for $25.
Reason number 9, the challenge and sense of accomplishment. Gravel races are challenging, but there is nothing like that sense of accomplishment. Guys, gravel races are hard. Some of them are really long endurance events. And for me, some of those races, if I can just finish, there is no better feeling than that sense of accomplishment. Reason number 8, you get to race with pros and former pros. Now, for some people, they may not care at all about this, but I know a lot of people that go to these gravel races and a lot of people that ride bikes, they are actually fans of cycling. And it's pretty cool that you can actually go to some of these bigger races and line up behind guys like Peter Sagan. I know Peter Sagan was at Unbound a couple years ago. He raced the 100. That's pretty cool. He's a cycling legend. And while we're not actually competing with those guys, like, let's be honest, I'm never going to really compete with the pros at these races. But the fact that I can line up at a race and in that same race is current and former pros, that's pretty cool. I don't think there's any other sport where you can say that. Reason number 7, beer and food post-ride. Who doesn't love food and who doesn't love beer? I know I do. At a lot of these events, the food and beer post-ride is actually provided for free. But if it's not free, I know pretty much all of these events offer food and beer for purchase. Reason number 6, good views. When you just race on pavement or you just race a cyclocross course, you're not getting out there and seeing things you wouldn't otherwise see. When you race gravel races, you get to race in some unbelievable areas. A few years back, I raced the Steamboat gravel race. Unbelievable. Even Unbound. Yeah, it's the middle of Kansas, but some of these beautiful flint hills and rolling hills, it's like nothing you would ever imagine. There's a race in Pratt, Kansas. This is more of a grassroots gravel race called Open Range. Guys, I had no idea that there were parts of Kansas that literally look like Colorado and Arizona had a baby. It's absolutely freaking beautiful landscapes. Reason number 5, less traffic. When you're on gravel roads, less people are driving on the roads. And another reason why you should race on gravel roads is because if you're with a large group of other cyclists on a gravel road and there are cars, those cars are going to have a better chance of seeing you because you're with all of those other cyclists. Reason number 4 is that gravel races are affordable, mostly. Some of the bigger gravel races do get pretty pricey, but for the most part, the smaller local grassroots type gravel events are very affordable. And to be honest with you, I've done a lot of the bigger name gravel events. I've traveled around to some of those big events and they are awesome. But to be honest, most of the time I have just as much fun as the less expensive local grassroots events. Reason number 3, gravel races are inclusive. It doesn't matter if you're a pro and you're out to try to win the race or if you're just out there to try to finish. There is something for everyone at gravel races. And for the most part, the races that I've been to, Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's welcoming. Everybody's cheering each other on. And for me, that is awesome. If you're one of those extreme people and you want to sign up for the long distance, like 200 or 300 and 350 miles, you can do that. But if you're somebody who just wants to participate and be involved in the event, there's usually shorter distances like 25 or 50 miles. And that's another thing that's just awesome about gravel races. There is something for everyone. Reason number 2 is there are a lot of local events. Now, if you're watching this and you're not in Kansas City, you're probably saying, dude, no, there's not a lot of local events in my area. I'm really lucky. I live in South Kansas City and I can pretty much go every spring weekend and every fall weekend. And if I want to find a gravel event, I can find a gravel event within 2 hours of me. Now, hopefully this is changing for you guys if you don't have local events, because as gravel grows in popularity, I believe you're going to start seeing more events pop up. And the number one reason why you should sign up for a gravel bike race is the community. The gravel community is full of like-minded people who just like to get together, ride bikes, and have a good time. Guys, I have made so many friends since I've started competing in these gravel events. People are amazing. And I know there's a lot of issues with the world right now. Things are crazy. But when I go to these events and I see people cheering other people on and hanging out afterwards, it gives me hope that there is still good in the world. They're just really solid people. And the community, the gravel community, is freaking awesome. So there you have it. Those are my 10 reasons why you should sign up for a gravel bike race. Guys, if you're still here, I really appreciate you checking out the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and comment below what local gravel races are in your area and what do you love about gravel cycling. I'm sure there's some things I left off this list that I didn't think about, but anyways, guys, appreciate it. And until next time, keep crushing it.